Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing another forecast for Ontario and surrounding regions. Alright, to start off, we're going to be talking about the stuff that everybody wants to hear about, freezing rain and where buses might get cancelled. So, first, we're going to check out this model here. This model is called the HRRR model. It doesn't go out that far, but it is really reliable and high resolution. As we progress this model, you can start to see the system that comes up here and a little bit of this freezing rain. These reds, pinks, and all of that stuff there, that is the freezing rain, and the blues, those are the snow, and the green is obviously rain. Now, as you can see, we're going to get a little bit of freezing rain, but then the rain is just going to fall behind that and it's going to melt most of that. Now, as we progress, we see the GFS model has a little bit more freezing rain, but still that rain and snow behind it, which is going to help melt the freezing rain and snow. So this rain is going to get rid of any potential for buses to be canceled tomorrow. Now we're going to take a look at the NAM model. Now the NAM model is showing something similar with a little bit of freezing rain and then some snow and rain behind it. This rain is going to help melt all of that snow, but what the NAM also hints at is a little bit of these flurries on the back side, as you can see in this frame here and the other ones progressing after that. You can just see a little bit of this flurry action, a little bit of lake effect coming off the Georgian Bay, but really not that much. While we're on the topic of freezing rain, we're still going to look at the same three models, just on freezing rain accumulation. So once again, as I progress this forward, we see around here how this model shows no freezing rain accumulation. There will be none at all for our area. Of course, there's going to be a little bit in northern Ontario and Michigan here, but nothing for the area that I'm focused on. Now, the next model we're going to look at is the GFS model. The GFS model, as we progress, it shows definitely a lot more freezing rain than the other models, but this still won't cause any bus issues because of the timing of this event. Canada's management of these systems is really well, so we probably won't see any cancellations from this event. Now, we're going to look one last time at the NAM model for freezing rain, and we're going to see how it shows definitely a lot more freezing rain in the overnight hours for southern Ontario to southwestern Ontario. You could see how it has almost a quarter inch there in South Ontario, but we just get like a little dusting, not much. On to our next segment, we are going to be talking about snow. As you can see, we are progressing this model and a little bit of snow starts to pop up from this system here. Now, this won't be very much, about an inch or so, maybe 2 inches at most. If you want to get the timing, it's just subtract 5 from here and that'll get the timing right. The next thing that we're going to be looking at is the HRRR snow forecast. So let's see how deep the snow is going to be. So as you can see, this event brings us around 2 inches of snow for the Collingwood area, and around the Alliston area, we're supposed to be getting about an inch of snow. And far north towards Bracebridge, they could be getting 2 inches, maybe 3 out of this system. And up towards Kawartha and, or is that? I don't really know if that's Kawartha. That's definitely Algonquin. So let's just go with Algonquin. Up towards Algonquin, they could be seeing upwards of 4 inches. So now we're going to be checking out the GFS model and seeing what it says. And as we advance it, we can see that the GFS model wants about an inch over most of central and southern Ontario, and then close to 4 inches near Algonquin. Now, the last model that we're going to be looking at is the NAM model. Now, this model shows that we're going to be getting about an inch of snow in most of southern Ontario and central Ontario, and same thing up north towards Algonquin, about 4 inches. Now, the thing about this snow is that it's not going to last. If I were to go to the GFS model again and play it out, you see how it quickly goes away before some other system comes in and just dumps snow on us. But this is super far out. This is not going to happen. Now what we're going to be looking at is a sounding. What a lot of people don't get is the difference between freezing rain and hail. So if we were to look at this and we see how it is just at freezing at ground level, and then it warms up to just above freezing above the surface. That means that the rain is going to be falling as liquid, but once it hits the ground, then it is going to turn into ice. Now we're going to look at a typical sounding for hail. See, what we would see in hail is this is instability. All of that is instability, and because there's instability above freezing, that means that there is going to be strong updrafts that are going to take the water up into the freezing and turn it into ice. Now, once that water turns into ice, it's going to fall back down to the surface as hail. The difference between freezing rain and hail stays as ice in the atmosphere, and freezing rain stays as ice once it hits the ground. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends for more weather-related content like this. If you would like a detailed forecast, please leave your city name in the comments below, and I will help you as soon as possible. That is all, and have a great night.